This week our story is called Little Panda. And this is The World Welcomes Hal May at the San Diego Zoo. So let's take a look at this. And someone just said this is nonfiction. Why do you think this is a nonfiction story?
Because it's a real panda with him.
It's a real panda, and we're going to learn about the life of this baby panda.
I wish I was this.
I know, isn't that neat? And maybe we'll look, we'll see if this, I think this panda's still alive at the San Diego Zoo, and we can, sometimes they have a webcam that we could look at, the San Diego Zoo. And so this is called Little Panda. This is written by Joan Ryder. And what kind of illustrations does this book have?
Pictures.
They're pictures.
They're real.
They're real pictures. They're not colored or drawn.
Photos.
They're photos, real photos. But before we read Little Panda, let's take a look at our amazing words that we're going to hear in this story. We're going to hear the word weigh. Can you say the word weigh? And to weigh is to find out how heavy something is. Raise your hand if you've ever had to get on a scale before to see how much you weigh. And that's just to see how heavy you are. Like we sometimes, we can weigh ourselves. We can weigh furniture or blocks or toys. So we weigh something to see how heavy it is, the weight of it. This word is curious. Can you say curious?
Curious.
And curious is when you want to find out about something. What if you see something outside that you've never seen before? You might be curious to go over and check it out. It's something that you want to find out about that you don't know. This word down here is explore. And to explore is to learn about a new place. So whenever you go to a new place, especially if you go to a new park or if you go out of town to a new home or new something, you want to explore, you want to look around and find out what it's about. This word right here is healthy. Can you say healthy? And healthy is when someone is not sick. And why do we wear our mask every day? To stay healthy. Why do we wash our hands every day? To stay healthy. And that's so that we don't get sick. So if you're healthy, that means that you're not sick. And this one right here, this looks like a ruler, but it's a tape measure. And this is called measure. Can you say measure?
Measure.
And to measure something is to find out how big something is. The first day of school, remember, we went back near our sink and we had you stand up and we measured to see how big you were, how tall you are. So you can measure with a ruler. Remember when we looked at the letter I, inch, and you use a ruler to measure. So to measure is to see how big or tall something is, how long it is. Coach just measured the length of our room with her feet to see how long it was. And the last one is bamboo. Can you say bamboo?
Bamboo.
And bamboo is a plant that pandas like to eat. And we have bamboo here in Memphis. So raise your hand if you've ever seen it before. And this is long, this is a picture of it. These long stem stalks that shoot up with the beautiful leaves, and that's what pandas like to eat. So let's listen for our amazing words in Little Panda. Fantasy or realism? Realism, which is non-fiction. Here's our title page, Little Panda. The World Welcomes Hal May at the San Diego Zoo. Written by Joan Ryder. Oh, that looks like it might be a little panda, huh?
Yeah, yes, it's Little Panda.
It says, a baby panda curls within a tender paw, held close to her mama's beating heart. Pink and pale, sprinkled with white fuzz, a tiny cub is just a promise of a bear to be. So remember, a cub is a little baby bear. soon, patches of dark skin reveal the giant panda hidden within. Right here, you can barely see it. This is the mama panda. And right here, you can barely see it, is the baby panda, the cub. And here is the big mama panda. And do you see this white, like this little tail?
Yeah, it's the cub.
That's the cub.
Like that one and that one and that one.
Unable to walk, unable to see yet, a fragile baby gets a checkup. Gentle people examine her, they weigh her, and they measure her, making sure that she is healthy. Look, here she is, a little baby. Oh, look at the little baby. She cannot even see yet. She's so little. And here they're weighing her, and they're measuring her, and they're giving her a good checkup. They're checking her to make sure she's okay. As she grows, they learn more and more all about pandas. Gentle people examine her, and they make sure that she's healthy. A baby panda is learning to. At first, she cannot hold up her head. And then, look at her. She's sitting and standing now, eager to take her first steps. So here she's laying down, and she's having a hard time raising up her head. And now she's slowly sitting up, and she'll learn to stand. A lot of you have new baby brothers and sisters, and you know when you have to hold that new baby, they say to be very careful with its head. And little babies, they can't sit up yet. They have to learn to sit up, and they learn to crawl, and they learn to stand and walk, just like this baby panda cub. 100 days after her birth, a little panda receives her Chinese name, Hua Mei. This baby connects China, a land where pandas roam in the mountains, to the United States, the land of her birth. Slowly, shyly, Hua Mei steps into a new place, ready to meet and greet her new world. So here's her name, because this panda is from China, and she's come to America, where she's born. And here she's coming out to meet the new world. She's growing up, isn't she? She's getting bigger and bigger. Full of wonders, her new home tempts a curious panda to explore the soft grass and the tall trees. There she goes, climbing with wobbly legs, up and up and up and up. Whoops! She flips upside down. Whee! She sits right side up. I think that she's exploring.
Yeah, she's climbing on a tree.
A little panda finds treasures everywhere, just the right size. A stick becomes a toy. Hu Mei bites, tastes, and juggles in her paws. So just a little stick can be a fun toy for her, huh? And there's her mama, and there she is, a little panda cub. A tiny acrobat scrambles in her very own playground. Hua Mei pulls and climbs, testing the branches, testing her own strength. Hua Mei wonders, drawn to the sparkling pool, patting the water and dipping into the coolness. A young panda makes her own discoveries, while her mama, Bai Yun, feasts on bamboo. And there's her mama, Bai Yun, and this is Hua Mei.
She's big.
She is big, and look how, because the panda cub looks pretty big, but look how big the mama panda is.
What?
Bai Yun grasps bamboo with nimble paws. With her strong teeth, she crushes the stem, ripping and stripping slender leaves. Soon, Hua Mei will have all her teeth. Then she will be a bamboo bear just like her mama, big enough to eat the tall, tall grass. But for now, when she's hungry, Hua Mei cuddles close to her mama, sipping warm, rich milk. Hua Mei looks up a leafy tower. Wishing herself high, she starts to climb. She peeks through branches at the world below, and her mama is never far away. Just like when you go outside and play and explore, you might be out there by yourself, but I know your mama's close by to watch, right? Just like the panda mama stays close to her baby cub to make sure that she's okay. Look, there she is climbing up the tree, and there's her mama. Hua Mei tags her mama, "Catch me if you can," and then runs away. Chirping softly, she feels her mama's big arms scooping her up, wrapping around her, catching her with a hug. Playful pandas roll and tumble, making up a game all their own. So pandas hug each other just like we do, right? Do you think this panda cub loves hugs from her mama?
Yeah, and it's
Yes.
so cute.
Aren't they cute? And they're playing together.
The mama's so big.
The mama is a big panda. 1-year-old Hua Mei is a promise come true. A lively, healthy, giant panda. May she and all the pandas live long, be well, be safe on our good earth. The end.
Oh,
There she is. And so now if we, we'll try to look up on the San Diego Zoo, and if you're at home, I think the San Diego Zoo has a webcam, and you can see the panda. And if not, Memphis has a zoo with pandas in it too from China. Raise your hand if you've ever been to the Memphis Zoo. And have you seen the pandas at the zoo?
Yeah.
So today we are going to explore and see what these pandas are doing. So we'll try and find some pandas on the smart board and see what they're doing. And so this is a sweet story about a little panda. Hua Mei.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed our story. Yes, and this was a what kind of book?
Real.
Real nonfiction.
Realism.